what you said just really merits revisiting. The federal government is going to guarantee banks a 9.5% rate of return for extending loans to students to go to college and get a higher education. Now, it's a great thing that we can help kids get a higher education. That's good. But the point is, those loans are guaranteed by the federal government. The bank has no risk, zero risk. I always thought interest had something to do with risk. So if the bank has no risk, how is it that they're going to get guaranteed?
So just to clarify, if a student defaults on a loan or takes out $10,000 worth of loans in Columbus, Ohio, or Youngstown State University, bolts town and moves to Oregon, who picks up the tab? The government.
Right.
So the bank only benefits.
Right.
If they pay the loan back, they make the 9.5% interest when they loan it out at 3.5%. And if the guy bolts town, the government picks up the tab. Great deal.
If we took instead and just said, hey, let's go back to a program that we developed in the 1950s, National Direct Student Loans, National Defense Student Loans, they were originally called, and just said the government is going to lend the loan, is going to make the loans to its young people. And because guess what? The government always knows where to find you. They can always get the money back.
Right.
So the government could do it without having the banks in the middle. And for the difference in what the gentleman's talking about between 9.5% and say if the government charged 3.5% or 4%, the current Treasury bond rate to the students, we could give 1 million more Pell Grants or a couple of million more loans to students. But instead, we're going to give the money to the banks, the poor, suffering, long-suffering banks. They need the help, the subsidy. The other side of the aisle, we hear about free market economies and socialism and all this stuff. Well, what's this?
Yeah.
Why is the government subsidizing banks, which is what we're doing? And then, the second point you made about No Child Left Behind. I have a state that, we've got some real problems funding primary, secondary education. I haven't seen a number as big as Ohio's, but our number is in the tens of millions of dollars that No Child Left Behind is underfunded. It's an